Okay, so welcome to Let's Talk, the transfer special. So today we're going to be going through all of the transfers in the Premier League and giving our opinions, who we thought did well, who we thought didn't do well. Obviously, Leeds did unreal with Daniel James, but we'll get on to that. And welcome, Riccardo and Nissi. Boys, all right?
Right, guys?
Yes.
Me and Riccardo repping our new tops. You what? Looking unreal.
No.
Go on, yeah. A bit of that, go on. Nissi, not got one yet?
You got a bit of dirt there on your shirt, mate.
Nissi don't buy from the Glazers. Remember, he said he don't buy.
Yeah. Are you going to get one or not?
Yeah, get Ronaldo.
Right. So we'll kick straight off. So we'll go on Arsenal. So what do you guys think? Good transfer window, bad transfer window? Spent the most money in the Premier League?
Poor. I mean, I think this shows you level Arsenal's at the minute. With the signings that they've made, they spend the most, but look who they spent on. It's just like, is this really where Arsenal's gone? There's so many players available in this transfer window, especially. There's been like the most chaotic one yet. And if you've got money to spend, you have to spend on the right players. If you want to get back to where you was, then you have to spend on the right players. But I don't know. The signings are a bit wishy-washy for me. They're all right players, but they're all right for a mid-table side.
Yeah.
If Leeds had signed them, I'd be like, all right, it makes sense.
Oh, yes, they bring up Leeds all the time. Get over it.
But honestly, no. I just think like the players they signed is okay for the mid-table side. They just need, if that's what they're aiming for and that's what their target is for this year, then that makes sense. But really, they should be spending money elsewhere. That them signings aren't good enough.
Do you feel it's a bit feels a bit lazy, some of the signs for me? They feel a bit like with the Ben White and Ramsdale one, feels a bit like, and Odegaard, doesn't feel like much scouting's been like, two lads got called up to England squad, we'll take them. And it was like, we had him on loan last year, so yeah, we'll have him. And it's doesn't really feel like, because like Ben White against Brentford, they're playing him a 2. He don't play in a 2, he plays in a 3. So it's like, don't really make much sense with like that. And then that Japanese at the bottom deadline day, apparently he got offered to all the Premier League clubs, and Arsenal were the only one that said, yeah, we'll have him. And apparently he can't play right back and can't play centre back.
What?
That's what on Sky Sports News that's what he said. But apparently he's not really a right back and he's not really a centre back. He just sort of just flips between the two type thing. Yeah,
they're desperate. They were desperate this window, and no, it makes sense the why you're desperate, because they are down at the bottom, and obviously they are struggling. So they have to be desperate. But bloody hell, them decisions are a bit crazy for me. I don't rate them signings. I don't think.
Riccardo, what do you think, mate?
I don't think them transfers excite me as well. So don't excite me. They're not going to excite an Arsenal fan.
No.
Basically, you're supposed to buy to beef up your squad and get the first 11. Now, Ramsdale is not going to do anything there what he hasn't done in a club, really.
He's only had relegation.
That's what I mean. They're buying the mentality of the players, what have suffered all the time. Like Ben White and stuff, he's not going to go there and change the whole back and how they're playing stuff. I think it's like they got the players there to do so. It's just a mannerism of how they're playing and how they're getting beat. They're too soft. Like the first 3 games, you expect them to lose against Chelsea and City, but it's the mannerism of how they're losing. The players are not
a goal. Yeah,
I don't think they're playing for Arteta, because another manager there wouldn't struggle as much with them players as such. And like some of them signings who played, they're Wenger signings, and like Chambers and Holding. They were Wenger's signings.
Bellerin, Xhaka.
Yeah, that's all Wenger signings. So like, it's not progressed in the transfer window. You can't say Kroenke's out, because in over 5 years, if you look, they spent like over 500 million or something.
Well,
so
Willian,
average 100 million season. So it's not like they're not pumping money to the squad. It's just they're not doing it in the right way.
Yeah.
Willian, $250,000 a week he was on. He just ripped up his contract.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
It's not worth the hassle. Do you know what I mean?
I think just on their transfer window, so they've got rid of a few players, haven't they? So Bellerin's gone out on loan. Williams obviously ripped off his contract, a lot of money off his contract, but like there's still a lot of deadwood there. Xhaka's still there. Like you said, Holding, Chambers are still there. You've got Lacazette, who doesn't play, but he's on big wages. Like, do you know what I mean? It's still, I think they're still 3-5 years away, and still a couple of $100 million away from the big boys.
You can tell, like, Xhaka was nearly gone to Roma. Something didn't happen. Hold on, we'll have him back. We'll make him captain and give him a new contract. I mean, that is a joke.
Yeah, no.
That is a joke. You wanted to get rid of him, but hold on, because the transfer didn't come through. You think, instead of like pushing through to another club, you give him back the captaincy and you give him a new contract. The guy's going to be laughing, thinking deep down, I'm not playing for this club. I'm the captain. Yeah, they tried to let me go, but I'll just carry on taking the money anyway. With a new contract. That's a joke. What other big club does that?
Yeah, legit.
So to me, basically, like Nissi said, their transfer market is not the high end one of like United and Cities and stuff like that. They're fishing lower. So that tells me the mentality of the owners and the manager is very low at that club.
Very low. It's just
I remember the days where they was going mad at Wenger because he finished top 4 and got in Champions League every season. That wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. Look at him now. Be careful what you wish for. Sometimes it's the better the devil you know.
Legit.
When Wenger was there getting 4th and they were saying, oh, it's rubbish, Wenger out. They got him out. They got the wish. Look at him now. I bet they'd love to have Wenger back.
Yeah.
It's insane. Think about it, like, it's actually crazy.
It's poor signings. You get rid of Martinez, who's one of the best keepers, for 50 mil, you get rid of him for Villa. Then you go and buy Ramsdale the season after. It's like, come on, it doesn't make sense, man.
Mad, innit?
It's just like he's playing chess and he don't know what he's doing. He's just moving pieces everywhere, trying to get the grasp of management. Poor management. And you got to blame the owners for trusting with all that money. Because anyone else, you wouldn't have done that. You got 30 mil. Got nothing to show for it.
I think that's the thing with me is that we spent 130 mil, and for me, they're more further away from the top 4 than they are closer, because all the top 4 have actually they've all spent less, but they've all improved in the areas they need to improve. They've all got better, whereas Arsenal haven't. I don't see that improvement yet, like from the signings they've made, and they spent the most.
Yeah,
it's only a matter of time before Saka and Smith Rowe get picked off by City. We'll have you, mate. They'll have him if Arsenal not progress in the next few years. Saka's gone, Smith Rowe's gone. There'll just be a feeder club for them big clubs, and that's what they want to be. It's embarrassing.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's sad. It's sad to watch.
It's weak mentality. It's weak mentality.
Arteta, then, did he have much chance? He's got a nice run of games now, aren't they?
They're giving 130 mil, aren't they? So it means they trust the process. I don't know about the fans, but he's got the backing of the owners just for being Pep's homeboy. He's got all the backings. Look at Emery. Emery got him to a UEFA Cup final and finished 5th or 6th, and he got sacked that season after.
Well, it's like
it's the FA Cup what saved Arteta.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel that the next manager that comes in, it's like a good job to take over? Because we've just mentioned a couple of young Tierney, Saka, Smith Rowe. They've got some Martinelli. Like they've got some good young players coming through. Then they've got.
They won't be there.
No, that's what I'm saying. Let's say you get sacked in the next 6 months. You get a fresh manager that comes in. You get a little bit of a drive from new manager, new style. There's always like a bounce in there. No, I don't think they'll be top 4. But I mean, do you think there could be a little bit of a?
Not really.
Like a bounce. No,
not with them players. That squad needs a whole ripped out. Chambers and Holding, they cannot win you nothing. Then
they're not going to win your Champions League, are they? Like, let's be honest. Like
they won't even do good in the Championship. There's players better in the Championship. Do you know what I mean? It's like Arsenal. We've got no leader. They get bullied on the pitch. There's no leader on that pitch. Name me one leader. They're all soft.
Aubameyang is supposed to be.
Nah, he's just leading his money. He's just
one thing I've not mentioned actually as well that you're both going to love. Another signing that Arsenal might be bringing in this week is Aurier from Spurs.
What?
Oh, he's
You
a
know,
free Bosman,
he's a
isn't he?
free. He's free. So they've released him as
No
Spurs. They've
contract.
ripped up his contract, and apparently Arsenal in talks.
Wait, Spurs have ripped up his contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Oh,
they couldn't get rid of him, and yeah,
Seen him
he's terrible.
play? He's
terrible.
shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's
and
a good
Arsenal
person.
are in talks.
Oh,
So it's just like
that's
just
desperate. That's just desperate.
out of the frying pan into the fire, isn't it? It's just like, what are you doing? Like, that's bad. That is a bad signing. That is a very bad signing.
Yeah, but like Arsenal, like one of the biggest clubs in the league, and they've got money. Like you see people linked with like Declan Rice and stuff like that, but you never see Arsenal linked with these guys.
No.
Like, it's like they're a joke club now.
Yeah.
It's
All
like,
signing random players now.
imagine
Random.
all the players like Henri, Looking, Robert Perez, Bergkamp, Seaman, Tony Allen.
Yeah.
What? How's it gone to pot?
Yeah,
Like, how's a club decline like this? I don't get it.
So transfer window, what would you give them? A, B, C, D, E,
Z.
F.
They failed.
Z.
They failed.
F.
Yeah.
I'll give him the worst rating you can have.
Yeah. Failed.
I'll go a little bit higher because they have got rid of Willian, and that is a lot of money. So I'll go E. I mean,
He won't make
it's still
a difference.
terrible, isn't it?
It don't make a difference. It looks like he's not there when he's playing anyway.
I know, yeah. He only scored one goal for him, didn't he? He only scored one goal in 3 years.
That's it.
Right then, Villa. So what do you think to Villa? So they brought in Bundia, Bailey, Danny Ings, Ashley Young, Tunzebi.
Yeah, got Ashley Young.
Ashley Young got him to start.
Has he played yet?
Yeah.
Has he played yet?
He's played, I've seen him.
Yeah, that's, you know what, fair play. I didn't know they had Young. Ings has been good. I've seen Ings. He's done well.
Ings been good. Bundia's been good. He looks like he's starting to gel.
Yeah, I think they've had good signings. I don't know what it does for them though in terms of like winning trophies. I don't know if they're there yet, but
I think it was more the Grealish went. We need to try and get some players in to replace Grealish.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So I think if that was their objective, then I think they've done it. So I think
yeah, I agree.
Good transfer window, really.
Yeah. Only time will tell, but yeah, they had to bring players in. They've done it to keep the fans quiet and just see how it goes.
Yeah.
What would you give them rating? I'd give them a B. I think they're good signings.
A C, because
but you know, like with Danny Ings, why didn't Arsenal go for him?
Because of weak mentality. That's
exactly.
What I mean.
Yeah, I just think like or even a Bundia they were linked with, but like Danny Ings, I think he's
it's weak mentality. It's the
lazy, no laziness, no scouting whatsoever.
Chelsea.
Sure.
I mean,
class, quality.
Wait, who did they sign this year though? Like this transfer?
Lukaku, Bellaliti or whatever, the goalkeeper from Fulham, and then they got that Saul from Athletic Madrid.
I mean,
I think a really good transfer window.
I think they've built.
I think they've made a profit, or they've just made a little loss.
Yeah, they spent a lot of money last year, didn't they? They spent a lot of money last year.
Yeah, but I mean, we're basing it on this transfer window, aren't we? We're saying this transfer window.
Yeah, but the reason why they spent a lot last year, because the year before they couldn't spend.
They spent nothing. Yeah.
So they're playing catch up basically.
Lukaku, yeah, good signings. The one thing they were missing, wasn't it, a striker? So yeah, I'd give him a rating for that. I don't know.
I think they brought in what they needed. Well, Lukaku they needed a striker, didn't they? They need a world-class striker, which he is. So.
Yeah. The Champions League winners, innit? The only thing they were missing was a striker. So yeah, they reached
depth with that Saul as well. He's a good player.
Yeah, I rate that.
Chelsea got squad depth everywhere, man. They've got players.
They look good.
They can change games and they can switch it up from a back three to a back four and all that. Tuchel's really good manager, man. He's got.
I think I'd give him an A if they brought in a centre back, but because they didn't bring a centre back, like you say. He's good as Tuchel how he sets him up, but they probably are a centre back weak. They probably need a real quality centre back.
I'll give him a B.
That's what I would.
Yeah, I'll give him a B as well.
Brighton.
Who did they sign?
They got lad from Spain. That fullback. They've obviously sold Ben White.
They've done well to keep the Sumeral.
Yeah, done well to keep him.
Yeah,
Signed lad from Salzburg, centre midfield, Mupo, MWEPU. Mupo.
I don't really know what their budget was and if it's a good transfer for them because I don't know how much he was playing with. So
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know
with
them
Brighton.
guys.
They've
So
spent
I'll give him the
about-
benefit of the doubt. I'll give him a D.
Just a flat.
I don't know what their budget was or
Yeah,
what.
To be fair, I like some of these players I've never heard of, so it's like
That's what I
only
mean, so
time
I'll
will
give him a
tell.
D.
Like,
I'll give him a
yeah.
D benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
D.
with Brighton as well. Like they might sign these players you've never heard of, but they'll just be sick. They'll be just quality,
Yeah.
and end up selling for 30 mil next year to like some team like us.
To keep assuming though,
Good,
so
yeah,
I'll
that's
rate
good.
him for that. I'll rate him for that.
Yeah, I'll give him a C for the signings.
Yeah, I'll give him a C. But yeah, only time will tell. Brentford.
I don't know much about Brentford apart from the fact they got Tony.
They didn't buy him this year though.
No, not true. Who did they sign this year? Did they sign anyone?
Yeah, they got the lad from Celtic. The centre
Oh.
half. He's been all right. He's been good. They signed. Look, like loads of players I've never heard of. It's like only time will tell.
I'm going to give them an F because I think they're going to go down.
I'm gonna have to give
You
him a
think
D
after
again.
we've started?
I think they'll go down
Why? Why do you think they'll go down?
because the other teams in the Prem currently are sitting in a better position than they are. I feel like there are.
No, Brentford have won though. Brentford have won, and there's like 4 teams that haven't won a game yet.
No, I mean there's 17 teams there. I feel like a couple of them are going to end up losing their manager before Christmas, and then they're going to have a switch around. The ones that are in trouble, I mean, like your Burnley, your Palace, your who else is in trouble down there? Southampton. I feel like these
Newcastle.
teams, Newcastle. I feel like these teams will have a switch in management, which will turn their season around before it's too late. I feel like Brentford will keep their manager to the end of the season. It'd be too late for him to switch. I feel like that.
I thought Brentford was going down, but I think out of the teams,
I think they've done well. Yeah, I agree with that.
Especially when Norwich and that. Norwich had gone anyway.
Well, if Brentford
They've had hard games, haven't they? You've got to give them a couple of games first.
Yeah, but all the games would be hard for Norwich. Even when Norwich played
True.
Newcastle, would be hard for them.
True. Yeah, no, I think Norwich is one of the other ones. If Brentford stay up, the only other team that go down is Leeds.
No, he's on about Leeds again. I'm going to start muting you. I'm going to say about Norwich, is it like taxes where they're guaranteed to go down and they're guaranteed to pay taxes?
No, I think Brentford, I don't know about the transfer wise, but I'll give him a C for like the way they play so far and all
Mm.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Where do you go with Crystal Palace? Like, just like
What a weird team that is.
yeah, it
I
just don't
agree.
make sense.
You don't know what you're going to get, do you? It's like hot and cold, man. Like
Yeah.
you
Legit.
never know in between.
idea.
1 minute they can't hit a barn door, next minute they score 2 against West Ham and then get a draw. Like, it's like unpredictable. Them.
No idea how their season's
I think the fans are in for a crazy ride this season down there.
Yeah. Especially with him in charge as well.
Vieira. I don't think
He
he'll
don't-
last that long.
I don't either. I think he'll be gone soon.
He looks out of place there, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Well, I mean, I said last time about they didn't have a striker, and the way they play doesn't suit Benteke at all. So I couldn't see him scoring goals. So what do you think? The new guy they've got, that Edward from Celtic,
It looks all right.
he didn't do great at Celtic though, did he? And it's like it's
No,
Celtic.
I suppose. Yeah, I suppose. And it was in the Scottish Premier.
That's what I mean. You should be scoring for fun there, really.
Don't know. It's Palace, though, isn't it? It is Palace. I'm not too sure about Palace. The way they started the season is a bit weird. I think everyone writ him off because of Patrick Vieira, and then they managed to get a draw from West Ham. I just don't know. I've got no
I'll
idea.
give him an E. Just a straight E from me.
I mean, the bottom two centre backs bought Edward, bought Will Hughes from Watford, bought Conor Gallagher on loan.
Yeah.
I think Conor Gallagher's a decent player, isn't he? But yeah,
He's
I
alright,
mean, the
yeah.
other ones don't
Will
overwhelm
Hughes.
me.
That Will Hughes.
Yeah. He's not.
Yeah, they're all shit. The rest of them are all
Yeah.
rubbish.
E from me. E.
F again. Failure. Failed.
You two are brutal today. What's going on?
Well, you're going to give him an A.
No. I'll
work
go D. I'll go D. A little bit higher than you. I'll go D.
Good cop, bad cop. Or...
Yeah, I'll be the nice guy. Everton. They just got a lot of cheapies, really, didn't they? They were like, we spent too much money the last couple of years, boys.
I think that's a poor market what they dipped into. Rondon.
And Townsend's a bad signing. He's a bad signing.
If that's the mentality they want of like, I don't think that's going anywhere.
Demarai Gray started well, hasn't he? But
the only person I give him what might push it is Demarai Gray.
Yeah, he started well.
What 1 point for something mil?
But he always starts well at new clubs and then sort of goes off. So there's that in there.
Demarai Gray. He's a good dude. He'll do the job at Everton, won't he? He'll do the job. I think he'll do the job anyway.
Yeah, he started well, hasn't he? But yeah, very, a lot of cheapies really, innit? Just don't really have much money.
Yeah.
What'd you give him? F.
I give him C.
Mm.
Only because Demarai Gray and that. And if Everton got Benitez, that's a good signing in itself.
Yeah.
Fair play. With the manager, I'll push up to a D then. I was going to give him E, but because the manager, I'll give him
quality manager.
I'll give him C. Like, nothing overwhelming, but,
yeah.
That Demarai Gray is decently. Burnley.
What's happened to that club? What's happened to that club? Like, they're just going to go down the same route Stoke, aren't they? They're just... But that club's finished. That club's actually finished. Like, what?
He can't keep doing this every season, hanging on.
If they hang on again...
Chris Wood and all that to bail them out.
I'll send it down myself. If they hang on again, I'll send it down myself. They will... Oh, they're just not a club no more. How are they...
Yeah, I don't really... I mean, the new owners have come in, and they've just not thrown any money at them at all. Because they funded the club through a loan, I think. I think that's at the bottom. Through a loan through the club, and they've just not put any money into them at all.
There's so much that they can get away with this.
What do you reckon to Aaron Lennon?
Where's he gone?
He's gone to Burnley.
He was there already, wasn't he?
No, he went to Turkey, and then they've re-signed him.
Oh, yeah, left last year, didn't he? Wow.
He's 34 now, you know.
Wow. I don't know about that. I mean, is he still quick?
He might watch it. He might watch us.
Sean's ready now.
No, I mean, it's still a baller, isn't it? But I don't know. Whether he's going to add anything to Burnley's squad, I'm not too sure. I don't think so.
I don't think anyone could add anything to that squad at the moment. I think it's just what I mean.
It's just age.
It'll bring them experience. All they can do is bring them. I think obviously as you get older, you lose your pace and stuff like that. So I think you won't pass it to Lennon on the ring now. He's going to tear people up. I think his game will be more like cutting it and reading it a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't know. Like I don't know. I give him an E.
Yeah, I don't think they've done great. They bought Connor Roberts, Nathan Collins, and Maxwell Cornet from Leon.
Yeah, they failed on my part. I'll give him an F.
Yeah, I give him an E for that one. Who's next? Leicester.
Who did they say?
They've had a good window, to be fair. Daka.
Oh.
They brought in. They brought in Bertrand as well, didn't they? And then they brought in... who else is bringing? They brought in Daka. They brought in Vestergaard, Bertrand, Lookman.
Nah.
Vestergaard, the guy who's guaranteed to let like his team like 9 goals in like a season. To me, I don't think like not improved it that much to say. Yeah, I don't.
No, not to get top 4.
Signings there.
They're not going to push top 4 ever. No, they're not going to push top 4 this year.
No, I give them a D for them signings. Man.
It's a weird, don't you think it's been a bit of a weird transfer window? It's like they're sort of in COVID, but they're not So it's like they're sort of in like the COVID financial side of things, but then they're not, as in like there's still loads of money being spent. So it's sort of some clubs like Everton, Leicester are
but
like budgeting more, where other clubs are just going gun ho.
Financial fair play, go, aren't they? Really?
Yeah.
They've let them off for last season.
Clubs always have money though. That's what people won't forget. They've always had money. The restriction has been FFP. There's not been so much the club's restrictions. The FFP has been a restriction to spending. Now that's been relaxed. Clubs can just spend. They've had a lot of money saved up, ready to spend.
I agree. I totally agree.
Like, these clubs have got money, man. They've got so much money. It shows you a year with no fans, they can still spend more than they've ever spent before. So it shows you that like how much money they actually make in a year. It's insane. So you can't say like, oh, all these clubs that are announcing losses and then you're spending the most you've ever spent. Like that doesn't add up.
Yeah.
You can't announce a loss and then spend more than what you spent last year. That doesn't make sense. So unless you're not actually made a loss or you've got money in the back somewhere, I don't know. But they're not. It's definitely not being spent out of their own pockets. Some of these owners.
What did you give them
then? I mean, they're not going to challenge for the title. So F.
What a D?
Failed again.
They've been low these marks, haven't they?
Not great.
I'll give him a D. Yeah, I'll give him a D. Next up, Leeds.
Oh God, go on, Nissi.
Oh, where's mute?
No, wait. Who've signed?
Dan James, Jack Harrison.
Oh, yeah.
Who else do we get? Young lad in goal, and we got someone else. Who else have we bought? Can't even think who we bought now.
How much did they spend?
Bought that young lad from Chelsea, and then we bought someone else. I can't remember now.
How much did they spend?
46. Oh, Firpo. That was it. Left back Firpo.
Yeah.
So 46, I think we spent. 47.
It's not too bad for Leeds. I mean, it's good signings for Leeds. I mean, I don't know what you're going to do with Dan James and whether he's going to bring you up to the top 8, 9. What did he come last year? 9th, was it?
9th, yeah.
So the aim is this year to get top 7, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll take that 100%.
Top 7. I don't think Dan James is going to give you top 7, so that's what we're talking about, transfers and whether they're going to improve your team. I don't think the play. Jack Harrison might improve it, but to get you from 9th to 7th, I'm looking at the other teams and I think
you just criticise all the transfers.
I mean,
he's not even given a rating yet.
I know, no. No,
what's below Z?
No, but Leicester, I can't see them pushing for top 4, but they're still going to get 5th or 6th. That's why I don't see you guys getting near Leicester. I think
the signs that Leeds have made, I think they've improved Leeds, but I don't think they've improved. I don't think they're not going to set the world light, as in we're not going to get like European football, but they have. The players we've brought in, so like James.
Not one again.
I know, yeah. But James has improved.
Dan James will change this, won't it? It will make you win.
No, but like Dan James is an improvement on Costa. Like he's a better player than Costa. Firpo is a better player than Alioski. Like the better players that have come in, so this club's going to be improved.
It's quite interesting to say this because, like, if you'd asked the Leeds fan last week even, which one of our United players will get into the Leeds squad, and you said Dan James, everyone would have said no chance.
No, Leeds have always wanted Dan James.
No chance.
Leeds have always wanted Dan James. Always. Bielsa always wanted him.
There's been chance.
Tried to sign him 2 years ago. Like he's the man he wants.
There's been chance of Leeds fans singing to Dan James, "You're too shit for our club." There's chance of Leeds fans singing to Dan James, "You're too shit for our club." Like that's
just a bit of banter. But honestly, if Bielsa wants him, he's the one he always wanted. I think he's a good signing for Leeds. I think for the way Leeds play and the way he plays, I think it'll be a good signing. He's not going to be a world beater, is he? He's not going to be, the best player in the world. Like he's not. But I think for Leeds, I think he's a really good signing.
How many goals and assists?
I don't have a crystal ball, do I?
More than 5.
He'll get a few.
More than 5.
Yeah. Are you fancy having a side bet on that or what?
No. I'll watch you guys, but scrap it out down the bottom with Arsenal. What's Dan James?
No, not a chance.
Put him in the Arsenal category. That is
No,
bad.
not a chance.
Team's bad.
They both haven't won a game yet.
Team's bad.
Both teams have not won a game yet. So
They haven't got to go. They haven't got to go yet.
I'm pretty sure they have.
I say the ratings for Leeds, I'll go for a D.
Nah, B.
B.
100%.
B.
They've improved the squad. They've improved it.
B.
What?
It's got better. Jack Harrison cost 13 million. Jack Harrison cost 13.
It was last season.
It doesn't matter. It still only cost 13 million.
Wait, how are you giving them a B for their signings?
Because they're good sign. Furpo is a good signing.
No. Good. You can't say good for Leeds. That's not. Like, you can't say that. It's a
Furpo is a good signing. Furpo is a good signing.
Premier League standards.
Furpo played for Barcelona. Furpo is a good signing.
So you reckon that in the top 6, that he'll get in the top 6?
We're talking about Leeds. Leeds is transfer.
No, but then Arsenal. Then I have to retract my statement about Arsenal. Arsenal are an A-star signing because they're a mid-table side as well.
No, we're basing it on the team's signings.
Yeah, the teams like Arsenal signed good players. They're not shit players. But for worse, what we're saying is to make them a better team. Yeah, of course they're going to be better than last year.
For the money that Leeds have spent on the players that they've got, they have had a good transfer window. Jack Harrison for 13 mil, you cannot say a bad signing.
I mean, it's just championship signings, isn't it? So yeah.
What? Furpo, Jack Harrison, the championship signings.
I can see them at Bournemouth, to be fair. So I don't know about you.
Not a chance. Right, let's go on. Right, next club. Man United, next club. What are you saying? A-star.
No, what? How can you disagree? How can you disagree with that A-star signings? You know what? Sorry, I'll remove the star, just A, because we didn't get CDM. A.
Riccardo, what are you saying?
Yeah, I have to give him an A because they got like Varane Champions League winner, got Ronaldo Champions League winner. They got guys who can change games and match winners. They've improved the squad from last year. Like I said, if he got a CDM, I would have given him an A-star. But yeah, I have to agree with Nissi for once.
Yes.
But they've kept the worst player there, or the worst person there.
Wait, Dan James, he's gone. He's gone to Leeds.
Solskjaer. I think you've made good signings. Don't get me wrong. Ronaldo's a good signing. Ram's a good signing. Like they're going to improve the team. Don't get me wrong. But
these players will get him out of jail like they did against Wolves, like Greenwood and that. These guys will just pop up with a goal and like.
I agree with you. I know Solskjaer. He's out of all the managers in the top 4, he's the weakest one by far. Probably even top 5. Probably in top 6. He's probably the weakest manager in there. He's been very fortunate that, like you said, we've got the players who
to bail him out. He's got Ronaldo now to bail him out.
Do you think that puts him under more pressure though?
Yes, 100%.
Not really, like he does, but not really because he knows he ain't got rubbish players to rely on now. He's got the real deal now.
He has to win. He has to win.
He's got winners in his team now. Varane's come to the dressing room as a winner. Ronaldo's coming as a winner. Sancho's coming as a winner. He's got leaders in there now. When he first come, he was lost. So I hate to admit Solskjaer like how bad he is, but United were worse before he come. He's come and steadied the ship. Do you know what I mean? He didn't come in there expected to win the league. He just come in there steadied the ship. And then when it's steadied, that's when they'll get that elite manager next.
Yeah,
that's what United are doing. If he wins the league, that's a bonus.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, that he's just there to steady it. That's why I've seen it from that. He's just there to steady the shit, Luke. But if he wins something, it's a bonus. If he doesn't, they're not too bothered because he's just there to steady the shit. Give him 2, 3 years, 4 years. Then after that, they'll get an elite manager in who doesn't have to come into all the mess. It's all there in place for him. That's how I see it as anyway.
Yeah, I reckon so. Might even get Bielsa.
As much as I don't like United in that, but like signing Ronaldo is easy going to get you 25, 30 goals this season. He's going to get you 20 points alone himself and stuff.
Yeah.
He's a game changer.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? He does it for Portugal year in, year out and stuff. He's
record goal scorer, isn't he?
That's what I mean. United are more dangerous in the air now. There's already good at like.
Now
it's got Ronaldo to think about. They've got Cavani in there now as well. They've got winners all over.
And do you reckon it puts some title challenges?
I wouldn't say it puts them up there. I'm not saying they have to win it, but it does put them like the squad to fight for something. Yeah.
We're in and around them now. I don't think the gap. I think the gap has closed up. We're not there yet, but the gap is definitely. We're not 20 points away from the title now, where we used to be. Like last year,
it's just the midfield. What's shocking because Fred is awful.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's got a shocker.
I mean, you can't win nothing with just Fred playing there. That's why he plays to CDM, because he knows he's got no. You don't trust him not to do that. He knows he has to do that. If Wolves are better strikers the other day and could finish trailing all that, if that was Jimenez 2 years ago, United would have been in trouble.
Yeah,
look, De Gea had to bail them out.
Yeah.
So lucky with De Gea in net then.
That's what I mean. But obviously you need that luck sometime. But I'm saying United, obviously they're not the finished article. Everyone knows that, but they are still like 2 or 3 signings away of actually going up that next level. Yeah. Like no one expects them to win the Champions League, this and that. They might have got players, but they're still like millions behind. To me, they're still not found that balance yet from like the midfield to the strikers and that. That's why the midfield are non-existent at United. Really, it's the strikers what bail them out.
Yeah, I agree.
That balance. You know what I mean? There's no balance.
You come up against like
City and all them, and they've got a better midfield, and that's when you get found out.
Yeah.
But United are good at counter-attacking. So that's why.
If like they say, if they're still that far away from winning the title in the Champions League, then do you think it's been a good transfer window? Because they've spent but just listen though, because they've spent so much money and they've spent so much money on wages and stuff like that. But like you just said, they're still so far away.
Yeah, but they're so far away from winning.
Whereas Chelsea have only bought one signing, and we're saying they're going to transfer the title.
Yeah, but Chelsea have been doing it like they've been winners and serial winners for the past years now. They've won leagues. United haven't won the league yet. Look at the manager Tuchel to Solskjaer. Look at the players what Tuchel's managed. He's managed Mbappe, Neymar, and that. Solskjaer hasn't.
So is it time for him to go then? Is it time for that elite
when they think that he's not steadying the ship anymore and they're struggling to get in top 4, then yeah. But at the moment, he's getting them top 4. They're getting all the signings. So Solskjaer's happy, the board happy, so he's not going nowhere.
So if he gets top 4 for the next 3 seasons, he stays in the job.
No, I don't think he will. I think he needs a trophy, at least one trophy this year to keep his job, or one final this year to keep his job. And I think, when I say final, I mean major, not like Carabao Cup or anything like that. I mean like FA Cup or Champions League, or run right to the last game of the season for the league, something like that. He needs to keep his job, and I think
if he wins the Champions League, he's got a job for life.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. If he wins the Champions League, that's it. He's set. But I mean, if he gets to the final, he'd be safe for another year, so to speak.
If he wins it, we'll get rid of Pep. We'll bring Solskjaer in.
If he wins it, Bielsa would be a fraud.
What? How does Bielsa get brought back into it? You're obsessed. You need to get over it. You're obsessed with him. City.
Who did he sign? Just Grealish or someone else?
Yeah, just Grealish.
No, Scott Carson.
Oh, A-star then, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah. That alone can win you anything, Scott Carson. The mighty Scott Carson.
My only issue
we've got a guy as well, a young guy called Kai.
A Brazilian guy, yeah.
Yeah.
My only issue with City is that they didn't really need to spend. They're there as the complete side. They needed a striker, that's about it. And they did the whole season without a striker. So they've not spent. They're not spending loads of players, but they didn't need it.
Pep's like, if he's not broke, why fix it? Sort of manager. That Champions League final, you can't go off that. We need a striker because it could have went either way. That game. If we would have won that, would people say, "Oh, we need Kane this season"? Would people have said that when we would have won the league and the Champions League last season? Would people say, "Oh, they need a striker"? So I get where he's coming from, right? We did go for Kane, but it's not the end of the world because every season we score the most in the league. Like we're on +9 already this season.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't sign Kane. I'm so glad.
Like I said, we beat Norwich every team like 5-0. We've been doing that with the striker. We do it without, so it don't make a difference.
What would you give him?
It's hard to say. This transfer window, obviously, I can't give him an A or anything like that because they've not really signed anything to make. But
I would give him an A.
It's just C, just a rock standard good.
I'd give him a D, to be fair.
Grealish has just come in as like Grealish has come in as a normal squad player. He's not going to take him any further, is he? He's just a squad player.
Yeah. That's I mean, I'd give him a D because it just fit a bit underwhelming. I felt.
No, I agree. But like I said, if it's not broke, why fix it? The best,
Yeah.
but you got to give him that because they signed Edison on a big contract. Diaz signed a big contract. People have stayed there on big contracts now. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
That's like signing someone like keeping Edison till 2025 and keeping Diaz till 2027. Less headache. Do you know what I mean? It's less headache.
Yeah.
It shows that people care for your club and want to stay and compete at the high level. But Grealish has come. It's just right. If we didn't get Grealish this season, it still wouldn't made a difference. Like,
that's what I think. Yeah, you know what? I'll give you because it wouldn't make a difference. Yeah, you're right.
And it cost 100 mil.
Oh my God, that's who we needed, Grealish. Like, if he was on the bench for these games, we still would have won X amount. I mean, it's not something like. The only person I would have got is something like a Basuma because Fernandinho's legs are going a bit. Do you know what I mean? He's 35, 36. So I would have brought in like, okay, because Gundogan doesn't last the season because he gets injured. We need cover for Fernandinho and Gundogan. Do you know what I mean? So I would have brought in like a Basuma or someone who can just fill that role.
Squad's too strong.
Liverpool.
Sure, F failed. They didn't. What? They had a shocking transfer window.
Yeah, they brought one player, didn't they?
That's bad. That for Liverpool as
well.
Lost Ronaldo. Yeah, didn't replace Wijnaldum, and then about one centre back. It's like what? I know they got third last year, but they only just scraped that, didn't they?
No, they come back from the dead though, because
everyone
top four. They done well. They beat Hughes at Old Trafford and that cemented it really. Like there was dead and buried one time and stuff. It's like
I don't know.
Maybe this season, like Van Dijk will be like a new signing for him again because he missed the majority of last season. They got Trent and Robertson back now. They bought that Canate, but he haven't kicked a ball for him. I haven't seen him.
No.
They brought up the youth guy because what's his name? Is it Harvey Elliott? No.
Yeah, he's come back. Yeah.
I mean, so it relies on the only thing though. It's like because Salah and Mane, they're going to go African Nation January. That's a bit like them two are gone. It's like they haven't brought them to get them, and Klopp knew this.
What?
He knew they was going to the African nations.
I think Firmino's injured as well, isn't he?
Keita's going as well to African nation. Who's injured? Sorry.
I think Firmino's injured as well, isn't he? Firmino.
Yeah, I know they've got Jota and that. I get that.
But once Firmino's out and then they go to African nations, then that could just Jota. They sold Origi as well. They sold Origi. So I don't.
Yeah, where's Origi gone?
Shaqiri's gone.
Shaqiri's gone.
He's gone as well. Yeah, they've just had a shocker. They've just got rid of loads of players.
They keep saying they don't have any money, don't they? But everyone else has got money.
They got money. They just don't want to spend it. It's tight.
Yeah. What did you give them?
They got money. They said they're getting Mbappe this and Mbappe that.
Yeah.
I give them an F. They failed this transfer window.
Yeah, I agree with that. To be fair, Newcastle.
F.
Yeah, like not even they bought Willock, didn't they? But that was it.
Crazy.
And then did you hear about the lad from Leicester? I don't know his name. The centre midfielder. Yeah. They apparently that was agreed, and there was no loan fee paying. Well, the rumour was 60,000 a week, but apparently it was a lot less than that. And Mike Ashley said no. Said that no, you're not having him.
What?
Because he wouldn't pay it. Mad. So yeah, I think Steve Bruce could be out of a job soon because I don't think that's going to work much longer.
Yeah, Steve Bruce back to Palace. Has he been at Palace before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
Southampton.
F.
Another shocker.
F.
Not really done much of that. Armstrong, but in Armstrong didn't then that Livramento, but
F.
Lost Danny Ings.
F. Straight F.
Yeah, not good. Tottenham.
I mean, keeping Kane is quite good for them.
I think they made some good, all right signings. To be fair, I mean, only time will tell with them, but they look all right. That Romario doesn't look too bad.
I feel like they were spending Kane's money before selling Kane, though. I think they might be in trouble. I don't think they're going to get 150 for Kane anymore. I think they've been spending Kane's money without.
No, Kane's going to.
No, I think they had the money. I think they've used that money.
Kane's the Tottenham boy all his life now. He won't move now. He's got another contract, hasn't he? And he won't.
Yeah,
Like
apparently 400 grand a week.
Wait, he signed a new contract?
Apparently, yeah, 400 grand a week.
Oh, wow, one idiot. Why would you do that?
Winning trophies, does he? He's give up winning trophies.
That's it then. His career's like going to be downgraded just like that. Just for that. You can't, like, I don't know. I feel like players that don't win titles always, their careers don't seem as great. Like, the individual accolade is good, but like...
What do you say about Shearer?
Yeah, exactly. he's won title, hasn't he? So.
He did, yeah, when he was young, yeah. He won it Blackburn.
Yeah, he won something. It's like, I'm thinking of like the Gerrards and stuff. He doesn't get the credit he deserves. Henderson gets more credit than Gerrard. I don't understand how that works. Just because Henderson's lifted the trophy up. But it happens. That's what happens. If you don't lift the trophy, you're not going to get the credit.
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't say that. I'd still say Gerrard.
Oh yeah, you would, but Henderson's got a better trophy cabinet than him.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Like that's
He's been captain for longer. He'll be captain for longer as well when he signs this new deal and that.
That's mad. That
he's been at Liverpool since 2011.
That's mad.
So Tottenham, they brought in that Brian Gill from Sevilla, Emerson Royal from Barcelona, Pape Sarr from Metz, and Galini and Romario from Atlanta.
Nah, E from me. Them signings don't have
I don't think they're too bad. I wouldn't say it's disastrous.
The average play, there's nothing like Gill and all. Just E. That's an E. That's just Tottenham all the way.
Yeah, are they top four signings?
And Sissoko's and all that.
Yeah, I don't think they're signings that are going to get you top four, and that's what they're aiming for. Then,
but they're not going for they're not going for top four now.
What do you think?
They're going for the
They're
conference.
Not going for top four. They're not going for top four.
Conference League win.
What?
Yeah, they're in the Conference League. They're going for like.
You can't say Spurs are not going for top four. Of course they are. They want to be.
Not with their manager, not with the players that, like you just said, the players that they signed. They are That is not a top four club.
No way you can keep Kane. No way you can keep Kane without telling him we're going for Champions League this year. No way.
Do you think they're going to get Champions League this year?
No, I don't think they are. But I think their target must be get Champions League.
But I think that is an unrealistic target because they aren't going to get it.
Really?
But you said they're not going to get it.
Yeah,
no. Whether they're going to get it or not is different. But their target, if their target,
if you set a target, right? You set a target. You have to go for that target, and you have to aim for that target. If you don't hit that target, your season's a failure. So if you're setting Spurs a target that is unachievable, there's no point setting a target.
No. Spurs and Leicester have to go for the Champions League this year.
If right, Man U, right, if they said, right, Solskjaer, your target is to win the Champions League, he doesn't win the Champions League, then it's a failure. But Man U aren't going to win the Champions League, so it's an unrealistic target.
Target is not to win the Champions League.
No, I'm just using that as an example.
It's to get to the semi-finals of the Champions League. That's his target. Pep's
target it's achievable. It's an achievable target. He can achieve that target. But if you set
why can't Harry Kane, top scorer for 3 seasons in a row, not bring Spurs to top four?
You just said they're not going to get top 4.
No. I'm looking at the other teams, right? So
am I, and I'm saying they're not going to get top 4.
Well, in order to make signings, a team will go before the season. Will say, right, your target's top 4, and then they'll say, right, to get top 4, I need this, and this. These players. Nuno will need these players. You can't tell me Nuno came to that job and said, don't worry if you don't get top 4 this year. Just do your best. No way. He came into that job knowing that his target would be.
If he doesn't get top 4, he gets sacked then.
Should do, yes, correct. I think so.
But he won't. He won't, because that will not be their target. He will not get sacked if they get top 4.
No one would be surprised if Spurs don't. I wouldn't.
Exactly.
I would be shocked if they didn't make top 4. I wouldn't be.
Really?
Chelsea,
who's going to Chelsea?
Liverpool,
United. But out them 4, who they're going to replace out them 4? United.
No, Liverpool, maybe. I don't know.
Nah,
I have no idea.
No chance.
Really? No. Wow. I did that down the pecking order. I thought it was a top 4 side.
Who said that? Even Leicester are better than Tottenham.
Fair enough. I always thought it was a top 4 side.
No.
The
bottle job. Top 4 bottle job.
No, last year they had a shocker. That's all. They sacked the manager like before the last game of the season, before the last final.
But they had Mourinho last year, and now they've got Mourinho, a prestige manager.
No, but Mourinho's hot and cold, isn't it? Mourinho's hot and cold. You don't know what you're going to get with him. We had the same problem at United. You never know what you're going to get with him. But that side was definitely, I would say, they just come back from a Champions League final, and then look
No,
at
but it's an aging team. It's an aging team, though, isn't it?
Jeez,
And some of the
They
players
got
have gone.
that final by look that that was
Yeah,
a
and look
poor
as well,
beat.
like
Wait, the good times. Look at them in the final. They flopped bad.
fair enough.
One
But
of
I
the
feel like
one-sided final I've ever seen. Now they're getting an E from me, Tottenham. Nothing.
yeah.
I'll say C. I don't think for like I say for what they are, I think they haven't done too bad with the signing.
Well, if their target's not top 4, then I'll give them a C as well. Then I'll give them a C. But personally, I think their target's a top 4, so that way I will give them an
I
E.
don't.
But
I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Whereas in like the target will be top 4 to say Harry Kane, yeah, we're going to go for top 4. But I cannot see how the money they spent and how the other teams have improved, how they can literally set a target for top 4.
It's just mad how a player at Harry Kane's ability would want to be at a club that can't get top 4.
Yeah, but if we won't let him go, there's nothing they can do.
He wants to go.
But he signed but you just said he signed a contract. He signed a contract that you can't be thinking, okay, I'll sign a
Hopefully,
contract.
might have a release clause in it.
And money talks. If you're going to get double your wage.
No way. Harry Kane. Oh, well, fair play if he's like that. I didn't think he would be, but flipping it. I would expect Harry Kane to be one in demand in Champions League football.
They're getting an E off me anyway.
Yeah. West Ham.
Who did they sign? E.
Zuma. Vlakisic.
E.
Yeah, they're getting a.
Gone from a D to an E.
They're getting a
Why?
D.
Why? Naming players.
What's Zuma gonna do?
Oh yeah, no. Craig Dawson.
Oh,
that lad from PSG, Areola.
if Mikel Antonio gets injured, then
Knackered.
that's why they're getting an E from me because they're not signed no one.
Yeah.
I mean, spent money. They have spent money.
Yeah, because they got all that money off Sebastian Haller and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give him a D.
I give him E, me.
Is it Vlasic? He's the one that put on a. Is it him or is it Kral? One of them is the same one from Akufo and Suket came from.
Yeah, Kral.
Slavia Prague. Yeah, they're the same ones. Watford.
No idea who they signed. They got rid of Dean.
There's some signings that just don't make any sense.
They got Sissoko from
Sissoko. That Emil Dennis. Danny Rose. Ashley Fletcher. Joshua King. Yeah, not good. F. I'm going to go F.
Yeah, all that Bournemouth has-beens and all that.
Yeah, no. And last up, Wolves.
Again, F.
They can't score goals, Wolves, can they?
F.
I think the whole manager situation, all this Portuguese thing, not being like racist or something, but it's like, no, I mean, like, it's too much. I'm not saying they can't do it, but like, always bringing a Portuguese manager and all these Portuguese players, you think they're going to.
To be fair, they're not brought.
Neves and Martinho are the worst, deadest midfielders about. They haven't got legs to win you nothing. They're dead.
No, they're all right, but no.
That's what I mean. All right. You don't want you to be all right. You don't want all right. You want better than all right.
True. Yeah, I'll give him an F for that. They're
going to struggle this season.
I think they're going to struggle, yeah. I think they'll be at bottom this year.
Yeah, I do. That manager won't last.
No, I don't think he will either. And then we'll just touch on Barcelona. So they lost Griezmann and they're paying his wages for Atletico Madrid and they've got a buyout cost of 40 million euros. And they signed him for 110. I think it was 110 million euros they bought Griezmann for. They are a mess.
Finished.
And then did you see who they bought? Barcelona.
Yeah.
Where do you pick him out of?
You know what? With Barcelona, there's something weird happening there, right? But they're signing all these like weird young like players. Something must be going on. It doesn't make sense. Something.
That's like no one young. They pays about 33.
Yeah, no. De Jong's like old. Like Depay's old. Aguero's old.
Memphis Depay 33 or something. Aguero's
De Jong's about 27, I think. Well, he's not old, is he? But he's like He's not young. Like
I don't know. Something
got
weird
Ben
happening
Bailey.
there.
Braithwaite. They've still got Braithwaite.
Then Bailey's
yeah.
injury prone. The only person I rate in that team's Fatty.
They're finished, you know. They're actually finished.
Yeah, they're finished.
It's
PK
crazy.
and Busquets had to take a wage cut so Sergio Aguero could sign.
And now he wants to leave.
They got that Pedri, haven't they? That one who done will go for Spain.
Yeah.
Mate, he's a good asset to have.
I don't know that team. Yeah,
That club's finished. That club's finished, man.
it can go either ways. It can really be magical.
They're like the Arsenal of the La Liga now, I reckon. The players are drawing in. They've gone to Arsenal's level. They'll get Arteta's manager soon.
Do you think they're going to like drop out of Champions League spots type thing? Or
yeah,
no.
I think so.
The Spanish.
I think Atletico. I think Seville getting stronger. Atletico,
Villarreal doing all right.
Villarreal are a very good team this season. They're going to do well.
In fact, it might be time for a switch up in the Liga. Like it's been Barcelona.
It's Barcelona. Like it's Barcelona. Like
it's
biggest stadium, biggest club.
Like United, but United slipped down and didn't go in the Champions League for a bit in Europa League. It's like saying that in their league, they must think, oh, look at my God, look at United. They hope our team don't get like that. And look, it
happens. Yeah, it happens to be fair. Look at Inter Milan.
Look at Inter Milan, exactly.
Top at Europe.
Juventus were C or B, weren't they?
Inter and AC was the quality. Both of them.
I get it. It does happen, but I can't believe
it's happened to
you
them.
never thought Real Madrid and Barcelona.
I can't happen to Barcelona because you're giving man a wage like Griezmann for like 800 grand a week.
To be fair, I
saw
giving Dembele 400 grand a week and giving all these guys like big money a week and all that. He's going to catch up on you.
Especially if you rely on one player for so long as well. Like they've relied on Messi for far too long. They're not like I've not seen a Barcelona team like that for such a long time.
Nothing ever lasts forever. Nothing ever lasts forever.
No.
Do you want me to say the wages and what they're on? So Griezmann, his weekly wage is £594,000 a week. Coutinho second, 406. Pjanic is 271. Busquets is 271. I don't know if that's after his pay cut.
When FFP comes in next year, they're fucked, aren't they?
I think they're fucked anyway, to be honest. I think they're done. But Aguero, he's on 230. That's what they offered him. So he's like, what are you doing? Like, Alba's 212, Utiti's 212, Dembele's 212. I mean, these players like Dembele, do you know what I mean? Roberto 176, Frankie de Jong 176. That goalkeeper 151. Trincao, who's just gone to Wolves on loan, was on 140. Like what?
Yeah.
PK 110. Firpo has gone to Leeds. He was on 105. Braithwaite's on 105. Fatty's on 73. Pedri's on 34.
The pecking order's weird, isn't it? Pedri and Fatty should be on more money than that. But hey, that's Barcelona for you.
We'll see next time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. So that's the end of the episode. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click that notification button. Thanks for coming on. And then next time we will be back for Premier League predictions next Friday. So yeah, thanks for coming on, boys.
See you later.